10 dangerous foods that can kill. Number 1. Octopus. We all know that octopus is not an alien food to most. In fact, a lot of countries all around the world eat octopus, and it is quite common. In Spain, octopuses are boiled. In Greece, it is fried. And just like that, it is eaten in various types of ways in different places of the world. By now, some of you will be thinking, octopus is dangerous? No way. Well, when consumed in a certain way, octopus can prove to be dangerous and even fatal in some unfortunate cases. Did you know that in South Korea, octopuses are eaten raw and alive? I mean, just imagine putting a piece of octopus inside your mouth and feeling its tentacles move around. Personally, I don't like the sound of that. When eaten alive, the tentacles of the octopus can stick to the inside of the throat and even esophagus. And obviously, this can result in difficulty in breathing, and in some cases, it can also leave the consumer in a situation of being unable to breathe. Number 2. Pufferfish. Pufferfish is also known as fugu. For most of us, the pufferfish is that fish which can puff up to a round ball and injure us with its spikes if touched. However, this fish can prove to be quite delicious. It has a chicken-like taste, and who doesn't like chicken? But well, this dish can result in unwanted consequences if prepared incorrectly. In fact, the chefs in Japan have to train extensively before preparing this food so they can be sure of what they're doing and don't end up making the mistake of serving you poison. That's right, fellas. Fugu contains an odorless and colorless neurotoxin known as tetrodotoxin. When served the wrong way, if someone consumes a piece containing tetrodotoxin, it can induce tightness of the chest, nausea, vomiting, and extremely high blood pressure. When consuming tetrodotoxin, if it is not treated immediately, it can prove to be fatal. Number 3. Cassava. This food native to South America is a common food in a lot of countries. The cassava is drought resistant and can be grown effectively in hot climates as well. It is a perfect source of calories and carbohydrates. Different areas have different names given to the cassava. In the States, it is known as Brazilian arrowroot or manioc, and most of you would be quite familiar with tapioca. Yup, this is a key ingredient in tapioca. However, when served raw or cooked improperly, you might have to face the risk of consuming cyanogenic glycosides. This sounds pretty much like cyanide, doesn't it? Well, let me tell you something interesting. When your body consumes cyanogenic glycosides, it can release cyanide into your body. And I think we all know how much of a threat cyanide can be to your body. It can impair the thyroid and cause damage to the nerve function. It can also leave you in a state of paralysis, organ damage, or even be fatal in the worst case scenarios. Number 4. Namibian bullfrog. Frogs aren't something new to us. We see them almost everywhere. But have you seen a frog which can grow up to the size of a house cat? That's right. The Namibian bullfrog can grow as big as a house cat. While eating frogs is not the most common thing, the Namibian bullfrog is served in Africa. Although endangered, some people still continue to eat this dish behind closed doors due to the controversies. When served, the whole body of the frog is served except the top head. And this may lead you to consume a part which is poisonous. Some areas of the skin and organs of this frog can be poisonous. If a wrong bite is eaten, it can lead to kidney failure or even prove to be fatal. According to experts, it's safe to eat after their mating season or after a third rain, as during that time, their toxins aren't as dangerous. Number 5. Casu marzu. What food comes to your mind when I say Italy? Probably pasta, right? Well, what if I were to say that for some Italians, eating a cheese infested with maggots is a reality? For some cheesemakers, casu marzu is a gourmet dish. And the word casu marzu literally means rotten cheese. Well, pretty sure it would be with hundreds of maggots inside it. Casu marzu is a pecorino cheese made with sheep's milk with a similar taste to that of gorgonzola. Some of you might think that the maggots infestation is by accident or whatsoever. Well, plot twist, the maggots are in fact a key part of the fermentation process and is totally meant to be there inside the cheese. The cheese fly lay eggs inside the cheese, which hatches into hungry larvae. Their digestive system breaks down the fats in the cheese. The maggots are the reason behind the soft texture of this cheese. And while consuming, the cheese can be home to hundreds of maggots, and when eaten, it can sort of camp in your intestines before leaving your body. This can cause vomiting, cramps, and other unwanted experiences. Though banned in the EU, a lot of cheesemakers still make these for their personal use. Number 6. Peanuts. Peanuts. How unfortunate is for peanuts to make it to this list. I mean, who doesn't love peanuts? Well, unfortunately, around 1% of the world's population is allergic to them, which is around 75 million people. For some people, even just being in the same place as peanuts can cause an anaphylactic shock, which means an allergy reaction. The main reason for peanut allergy is the immune system. It can mistake the proteins in peanuts for harmful substances, and the body's defense system can go into overdrive and release chemicals like histamine to fight against the harm. This can cause wheezing, coughing, shortness in breathing, dizziness, and even fainting. Number 7. Ackee berry. This fruit is pretty popular around Jamaica and worldwide. It's often sold canned or sautéed with fish and onions. The unique, buttery taste of this fruit makes it a delicious after ingredient. And also when prepared properly, it can go together with many dishes. However, the bitter side to this fruit is that you can only consume the exterior yellow part. The dark berry inside, once consumed, can lead to what's known as Jamaican vomiting sickness. This can cause hyperglycemia and seizures. To reduce the symptoms, patients are treated with activated charcoal. Well, fortunately, since the food is in international demand, it is prepared properly, meaning the risks are pretty negligible. Number 8. Nutmeg. Nutmeg is a common and highly appreciated spice among chefs. Nutmeg has an amazing taste, which most of us admire to the core. But hey, sometimes the most delicious things can cause you a lot of harm. Beware, because if ingested in the wrong amount, nutmeg can result in pitiful consequences. It contains something called myristicin, which can cause serious results. If more than 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg is used, the myristicin can induce nausea, vomiting, and even hallucinations in some cases. Crazy, isn't it? Although the cases of nutmeg poisoning are rare, you might want to be careful if you don't want to end up sick. Number 9. Bean sprouts. The taste and texture of the bean sprouts makes them hard to resist among diners. Personally, I absolutely love crunching these delicious beans. However, the bitter side of the common and famous bean sprouts are their susceptibility to harboring Salmonella, Listeria, and E. coli, which are bacteria which can often cause some damage. And the hot and moist climate in which these bean sprouts grow is quite optimal for these bacteria to grow as well. If they're not washed properly before consumption or even cooked lightly, it can surely cause unwanted damages. So you better be careful with these if you want to continue eating the delicious bean sprouts. Number 10. Blood clams. These clams are harvested in the Gulf of Mexico, Atlantic, and Pacific Ocean. They are very much admired among the diners for their crisp, succulent taste and the bright red pieces inside them. Although it looks like blood and is even named blood clams, it is not real blood, so you can keep your worries aside. Their rust-colored liquid is due to the high amount of hemoglobin between the clamshells. Those who studied biology know what I'm talking about. Well, for those of you who don't know, it is a kind of protein which transfers oxygen to different parts